Next guest now, Carmine Camillo is Central Hiring Specialist for First Students. We're talking about a big event coming up this week. Big bus, no big deal. It's hopefully a hiring event for school bus drivers.
Correct. I know all the kids are excited to go back to school here in the middle of summer.
Are they,
right?
Carmine?
They're not. But we're already preparing for them for the fall, for their return, and we're looking to bring new drivers on to our team. And this is a perfect opportunity, big bus, no big deal, for people to come and literally test drive a school bus.
Wow.
And see for themselves that it's really not such a big
You
challenge.
must hear then all the time folks saying, I could never. I could never do that.
Right. And it's kind of like, I'll stick with the kids here, going on a roller coaster the first time and they're so scared and they don't want to do it. And then they get off and they just love it and they want to get back into life, right? If you just do it that first time, you realize it's not such a big deal.
No, full-size bus, you have to have a CDL.
Correct.
Right? But then there are smaller buses sometimes that are used, so there's a little variety there on what you're looking for.
And we will train you for the CDL. We have an excellent training program. We're a nationwide company, so we'll provide you with all the training you need to get the CDL license. And in fact, if you start now, there's enough time to get you licensed for the start of the school year.
Okay, great.
And the job does provide some flexibility because you're not driving a bus all day long.
Correct. You're taking the kids to school in the morning. You have the middle part of your day free. You come back and take them home again. So you have that time in the middle of your day with some flexibility to do some other things. You also have the opportunity to do other work if you would like to supplement your income. So you have stability and flexibility at the same time.
Right.
You must hear a lot from retirees who are kind of itching to get out and they're not quite suited for the laid back lifestyle. I would imagine.
We hear a lot of people who are retired and then they call and they say, I've been retired for a month and it's driving me crazy.
Yeah, bored.
Right. Yeah. So we have, on the other end of the spectrum, we have a number of employees this year who will celebrate 30 years with us.
Wow.
So you can make a career out of this. You can use it as supplemental income. You can do it if you're a retiree for something to get you out of the house and keep you busy.
And you have your summers off.
You do?
And your holidays.
You have you follow the school year schedule. So you know what your schedule is going to be like.
Yeah, and I think you form really great relationships with the kids. My kids love their bus driver. Shout out to Miss Amanda.
And not a week goes by where I don't hear from applicants who say that they had a school bus driver who left a great impression on them as a kid, and here they are all these years later sort of paying it forward and doing the same thing for another generation.
That's one thing that people might find surprising about becoming a bus driver, something that they wouldn't have realized would be the case.
Literally, it's not such a big deal. I joke that I drive a manual transmission automobile, which is more complicated than driving the school bus. So even though it looks bigger, it's really not all that complicated. And once you get in there and we train you, you'll find out that you could turn it into a 30-year career as well.
Wow, and that's what this event coming up on Wednesday is all about. Do you need an appointment? Do you need to schedule, or do you just show up?
No, we do need John to change his weather report.
Oh, yeah.
Right, but right now it's Wednesday, the 10th, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Walnut Creek Middle School. Anybody can come, bring a friend, and you guys can join and drive the bus together.
Well, sometimes you got to drive that bus in the rain, so it's just
You do.
real world elements, right?
Very good point. You should come, right?
That's right. But I love this, a chance to really get that hands-on experience because you'll let folks test around in the parking lot.
We'll drive around the parking lot.
Okay.
And I don't want to sound like a used car salesman. We're not going to try to sell you the bus,
but
we're going to sell you on how easy it is to drive the bus.
That's great. Carmine, thanks for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right. We're going to check in with John now.